Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I hope you're looking forward to today's football predictions from Enzo. We've got match week 8 that he's busy with, and he's going to give you a breakdown of all his predictions for the matches. And what's nice is he's even given you a prediction on the scores, which is nice, so you can use those to do your bets with. He's also done a safe bet, a long shot, and a best bet. So I'm going to hand over to Enzo now, and he's going to go through match week 8 with you, and I hope you enjoy the content.
Good afternoon, my name is Enzo Coppola, and welcome to the Top Tipper Betting Tips for match day number 8 in the English Premier League. So let's get things started straight away, and we look at the first fixture of the weekend, which is the weekend of the 16th and 17th of October. And the first fixture is Watford at home against Liverpool. So Watford have got a few players out. Joshua King is back in training. Francisco Siripat has got a hamstring problem. So is Christian Kabasele. So they're a little depleted at the moment, but they've got a new coach in the form of Claudio Ranieri, who we all know was the coach of Leicester when they won the league most unexpectedly and totally from the outside a few years ago with Leicester. So Claudio Ranieri is back, so they may enjoy a little bit of a thrust or a burst because of the new coach. However, Liverpool are too strong, in my opinion. They've got Trent Alexander-Arnold back, as well as Diego Jota should be available. Thiago Alcantara is still out. However, the rest of the squad is strong. So my prediction for that game, 3-0 Liverpool. Next game, Aston Villa at home to Wolves. I think Aston Villa are doing fairly well this year. They look quite strong. Their goalkeeper, Emi Martinez, has kept a clean sheet against Wolves in the last 3 times that they've played. Although I think this time he will concede a goal, but Villa will win 2-1. So 2-1 to Villa for that game there. In the third match of the afternoon is between Leicester, who are playing at home against Manchester United. Now Leicester haven't had a great result sequence against Man United in recent times. I mean, in 30 matches that they've played between the two teams, Leicester have only won 3 times. However, the last 3 results are very pertinent in my opinion. Leicester won one match 2-1, and they've drawn the other one 2-2. The other match was won by Manchester United. And if we go through the recent form of Manchester United, I think they are still to hit their straps. They're not playing as well as they should be under their coach. So I think it will be a Leicester win. And I predict the score there to be 2-1. We come to our next batch of fixtures in these short segments for the weekend, the match day 8 for weekend of the 16th and the 17th of October 2021 for the Top Tipper Betting Tips. So we move on to the Manchester City Burnley match. I think Burnley must just try and pray for the best, maybe pray for an earthquake or something to happen to stop the match, because there's no ways they're going to stop Man City. And in fact, I've predicted a 6-0 win for Man City. They're just going to be too strong for Burnley. Burnley are going through a very rough patch. I think they may end up getting relegated. But at this point in time, I think Man City will win this game 6-0 comfortably. Norwich at home to Brighton. Norwich at home to Brighton. Norwich, bottom of the log, can't score goals, can't keep clean sheets. It's not a good recipe for any team. So I think Brighton are playing well at the moment. They're looking good. They're looking solid. The players believe in themselves. The coach believes in them, and they've got a good pattern of playing, good style of play. And I predict a Brighton win of 1-0. Southampton will be at home to Leeds. Now Leeds, they've got issues. They've got injuries there. Quite a few injuries to key players. Luke Ayling is still out. Robin Koch is still out. And there's a few players that are still getting assessed, like Rafinha. Patrick Bamford is out. He's the one who scored most of the goals. Got a couple of players in. Adam Forshaw, Crescencio Somerville, they're coming in. But I'm not sure they're going to make such a big impact on the day. I think Southampton were unlucky against Chelsea last time out. They ended up losing 3-1, but it was 1-1 with 13 minutes to go. So until James Ward-Prowse got that red card, and he got sent off. So then Chelsea took over the game and they won 3-1. So I think Southampton will win this game 2-0. We come to the Brentford against Chelsea game. Brentford's at home. They've got Shandon Baptiste out, Vitaly Janelt and Christopher Agel. They should be back available. But against Chelsea at home, it's a tough ask. It's a very, very tough ask. But there's a strong self-belief within the team. Thomas Frank, the coach, has instilled this in the players. They fear nobody. They're not intimidated by big teams. Worn out by the fact that they drew with Liverpool recently. Chelsea are looking very good on all fronts. I mean, Kai Havertz and Timo Werner were in good form for Germany. They scored during the week. And Lukaku, although he came back early from the Belgium camp because he was a bit fatigued, he should be raring to go for this game. So, however, despite Chelsea being overwhelming favourites in my opinion, on paper, I think Brentford have still got something to give, and I actually think it will be a draw. So I'll give a 1-1 draw for that game, Brentford against Chelsea. Everton at home to West Ham. Everton drew 1-1 with Man United last time out, which was an excellent result considering how severely depleted they are. I mean, they don't have Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison is out, Lucas Digne looks like he's out. Got a couple of players coming back, Godfrey, Solomon Rondon, looks like they could be available. But Everton are tough in defence. But West Ham, hot and cold, good weeks, bad weeks. But overall, I think they're a strong team. Home or away, they tend to do the business. So I think West Ham win 2-1 away from home. Newcastle at home to Spurs. Newcastle with a new ownership now and looking to try and punch with the big boys when the new owners settle in and they establish what they want to do, who they want to hire as coaches, etc. So I think the players will be there out to impress the new owners, to show that they do have a place in the club's future. And it will be, I think, Steve Bruce's last game, his 1000th game in Premier League football, in top flight football as a coach. So I think it will be very emotional from a Newcastle point of view, playing at home against Spurs. Spurs flat to deceive the whole season. If Son doesn't score, if Kane doesn't score, if they don't seem to, they don't win. Then they don't seem to have that grit and that determination that's needed to really do that Spurs badge justice, because it's such a big club, but they're not performing to the heights that they can and they should. So I will give it a Newcastle win, a 1-0 Newcastle win. The last game of the match day will be Arsenal at home to Crystal Palace. And Arsenal are doing well at the moment. They're playing good football, and they've won back-to-back matches recently. However, with Patrick Vieira at Crystal Palace, he's changed their way of playing. They tend to play more from the back, which is something that they didn't do against Roy Hodgson. So there's more belief, and the players tend to trust each other and themselves. And the coach trusts them to do that, to be able to play out the back and to play good football and to build it up and to pose a threat in the final third once they get the ball up there. Arsenal may press them high and may stop them trying to play that way, but that's why I think it could be a fascinating game. And there's always tends to be one game that's in every week that's a high-scoring game, and I think this could be it. I think Arsenal will win this game 3-2. If you come to my predictions in terms of betting and what the odds could be, and whether you're interested in having a flutter and what I suggest, these are my suggestions for this weekend. So we'll go with the safe bet first. Okay, let's go with the safe bet. Let's call it a safe bet where you can see the odds are not that great, but maybe on paper it should come through. So my safe bet for the weekend is the Southampton Leeds draw. That alone will give you like 2.5 to 1. Then coupled with Villa to beat Wolves, that's like just over 1. It's even odds for that. So overall, if you couple those two together, you'll get 7 to 1 odds. So that's Southampton Leeds to draw and Villa to beat Wolves. That's my safe bet. If we go with the long shot, okay, my long shot for the weekend, and my long shots don't always reflect my earlier predictions in all cases. That's why it's called a long shot, because that's what it is. Okay, so long shot, the couple together, Brentford to beat Chelsea, you'll get 5 to 1 there, and Palace to beat Arsenal, you'll get 4 to 1 there. Combined odds, that will be 30 to 1. So that's your long shot for the weekend, in my opinion. It's those two. The best bet, okay, which I think has got a good chance of coming in, hopefully, is Leicester to beat Man United and Newcastle to beat Spurs. So you couple those two together. Leicester to win, Newcastle to win. You'll get 11 to 1 on that. So based on what I said before on those two games there, I think those could be an option for you to try. So I hope you like those ideas and those suggestions, and that they do bring you a few extra bucks in there. And I wish you all the best of luck. But before I sign off, and let me say, if you've got any suggestions, make them. Be free to make suggestions, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Top Tipper Betting Tips.
Thanks for that input, Enzo, for match week 8. I really think that you've steered the guys in the right direction, and you've helped them to obviously choose and predict their scores for the games and take their bets. However, I do like the Brentford-Chelsea one. I think Brentford could sneak a win or draw there. And I like the Newcastle to beat Spurs, and I also like West Ham to beat Everton. However, those are only my suggestions. The safe bet that Enzo's predicted, Southampton Leeds, the draw, Villa to beat Wolves, 7 to 1 the double. The long shot, Brentford to beat Chelsea, Palace to beat Arsenal, that's 30 to 1, the long shot. And the best bet is Leicester versus Man United, Leicester to win. Newcastle versus Spurs, Newcastle to win. That doubles 11 to 1. I'd like you guys to please like, subscribe, and share the video. Let's see how many likes we can get on Enzo's video. And he wants interaction with you guys. So please comment on his video and let him interact with you guys with regards to suggestions or anything. Remember the main thing: enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.